Hey, Jeremy. How's it going?
Good.
You good? I
All
got some
right. Good.
questions. I got some really cool
Mm,
questions. Shall we go
okay.
ahead?
Go ahead.
Okay. You have to answer honestly, okay? These are
I
fun questions.
I can do that.
Okay. Let me just find something. What would you do if you have the gadgets to control the whole world?
Hmm. Maybe fly.
You would fly?
Yeah.
Why would you fly? What
Oh.
would you do if you could fly, Jeremy?
Hmm.
Would you try and help people?
Try to help people.
You would? People that were like in car crashes and take them to the hospital and that kind of thing?
Yes. That kind of thing.
That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Or maybe you could out of take people out of the war zone and carry them to a safe place, things like that.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you do if you had all the time and money in the world? You were mega rich. What would you do with all that money?
Go on holiday.
You'd go on holiday?
Yeah.
How long for and where would you go to? Would you buy a house in a holiday location and just stay there?
Yeah.
Or would you buy a house, go on holiday for a month or something, and then go back home and go back whenever you wanted?
I like that one.
You think? Where would somewhere hot? Where would you go?
Florida.
Florida? You really want
Yeah.
to go there?
Yeah.
Why you want to go to Florida? You want to go live in Universal Studios?
I like
Hi, Abdul Mohammed. I apologize if I haven't pronounced your name right. If you just want to listen, that's fine, but you can come up if you like. We're just asking fun questions. Jeremy, where were we? So if you had all the money in the world and you could go anywhere that you wanted, Jeremy said that he would go to Florida. Hi, how are you?
Hi,
Hi, are you okay?
I'm okay, and you?
Good, thanks. It's nice to meet you. We're just asking fun questions. What would you do if? And I asked Jeremy what he would do if he had all the money in the world. He said he would go on
That's a
holiday.
good question. That's good. That's
That's
a 1
okay.
million question.
Jeremy, do you want to continue? So you'd go to Florida and you'd go and live in Universal Studios. Is that right?
Yeah.
You would? Have you ever
Oh,
been?
I've been twice.
Have you? And it was fun?
Yeah.
I went once and it was pouring down with rain. So I was really disappointed because I had like a trip there on away from Disney World where I was working, and I had a trip to Universal and it mega bucketed it down. Rained like crazy. Right, anyway, so that's what you would do then, and then you'd go home,
Yeah.
see your family whenever you felt like
Yeah.
it. Okay,
Yeah.
what would you do if you had all the money in the world? Can you tell me how I pronounce your name just so I get it right? Is it Abul Hamid?
Just pronounce it Hamid. It's more easy.
Okay, so I can just say Hamid then.
Yes, yes.
Okay, Hamid, what would you do if you had all the money and time in the world?
You know, if I will have all the money in the world, I will make more money
You would
because
make more money?
I like yes, I like this game.
Yeah, and what would you do with all that extra money made from the money?
Actually, I don't know. I don't know. At least I will be financially free. I don't
Uh-huh.
care about a job or something like that. At least,
So you would just like the comfort and
yeah,
security of having enough money.
like billionaires.
Are you there? Is it gone funny?
it,
Oh, Michael's here. Hi,
Michael
Michael.
did. Oi.
Hamid, if you want to continue, that's fine. Are you in the Matrix, Hamid?
I didn't hear you.
Oh, I can hear you now. Hi, Michael. How's it going?
Hello.
I'm just asking the question, what would you do if you had all the money and time in the world? Jeremy said Universal Studios, he'd go and live there in Florida. And Hamid said if he had money, he would make more money. What about you, Michael?
If I had all the money in the world?
What?
If I had all the money in the world? I don't know.
And time? What would you do with the money?
Buy a house, buy stuff for my parents, buy a car.
That's a
Good.
good one, Michael.
Yeah, but you guys, wouldn't you do anything for charity? I'd buy something for charity. I'd like build a children's home for kids that had nowhere to live. Stuff like that. And then I'd spend the rest of the money on myself. Go shopping, blow it all out, get a whole new wardrobe, an actual wardrobe and a wardrobe of clothes. And I'd go to all the concerts in the world. I'd go to Las Vegas. What else
Oh
would I
I
do?
no.
would give money to charity,
But then
and then I'll open up my own
your money
strip
will
club.
go. You will
You'd
disappear.
open your
Oh.
own strip club. Okay. Well, each to their own. I wouldn't open a strip club. I would open.
We're back on that thing.
I would open a roller disco because there are no roller discos here, and I hate it.
Oh, you're talking about rollers? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I want my own roller disco.
Hey, you know what you can do? You can open up your own roller disco. Instead of a roller disco, it's like a restaurant. So they're on roller skates, and they'll come to your table on roller skates to deliver
You
your
could have
food.
that too. Like bring hamburgers and fries and stuff
Mm.
and milkshakes. That's a good idea. It reminds me of Pulp Fiction where they do that dance. Apart from there's no roller skates, so we could have a skate off with John Travolta and Uma Thurman, but with roller skates. That'd be cool. I love the is it 50s 60s style diners. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Hi Mickey,
Yeah.
welcome. So Michael,
Mm.
so if you had all the money in the world, Michael, you would open up a strip club. I would give so much to charity and open up my own roller disco. I'd open up children's homes and a roller disco and a
Oh,
new
I would give money.
wardrobe.
But if you open up a strip club, you make even more money.
I don't care about making more money. I'd rather give some to other people. Money doesn't bring happiness, Michael.
I know, but I said I'll give to charity too,
You did? Which charity?
whatever charity they have in Canada. Maybe Princess Margaret Cancer Foundation here in
Oh yeah,
Toronto.
I'd totally give to cancer because my mother passed away from cancer. Yeah, definitely. And children are so special, important to me and the world. So I want them to have good schooling. Do you know what? I'd go on a trip to Africa as well and help out in the schools. That'd be so much fun. I'd love to help kids
Somebody.
in difficult situations in African villages and stuff. Hi, Mickey. You can come up if you like. Hi, Earthan.
We don't
Nice to
bite. Oh, we do
nice to
bite.
see. Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
Hi, Earthan. Nice to meet you.
He's back.
You're new here. You can. Oh, hi, Mickey. You're back. You disappeared. Irfan, you can come up if you like. We're asking what you would do if you had all the money in the world. I don't think I should repeat it though. You guys are coming in and out, aren't we? So much charity, roller disco, wardrobe. Jeremy, what would you do again? Go live in Universal Studios in
Yeah.
Florida. And then
Yeah.
Michael would open up his own strip club and give so much to charity. Okay, the guys are coming up now.
People are coming in.
Hi, Annie. Oh, he's gone. Hi, Mickey. Speak if you like.
I'm gonna buy my own island. Hi everyone.
An island?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
You,
Where
yeah.
though?
Nobody's
An
invited
island with
though.
sexy girls on it.
Nobody's invited.
Oh,
Michael, be quiet. I can't hear
here we
Mickey's.
go.
It's,
Sorry,
I'm
Mickey.
I'm sorry. It's just the way I think, you know. Just
You would
it's just
buy an
gonna,
island, but where
yeah.
would it be?
It would be, you know, that
Exotic?
weird. It would, yeah. It would have like a.
Palm trees?
It's just to be by myself. That's all.
Oh, I don't blame you. Sometimes I feel like that. I want to go live on a farm with a bunch of animals, get
Yeah,
away from the humans for a bit.
What?
I would. I'd totally
it's a
go and
great
live
idea. It's
like.
just a good.
I want to go in the countryside for. That's what I'd do. Money, yeah. I'd buy my own farm, big ranch out somewhere. I'd go
Then
riding
I'll
the
get
horses all
authority.
over the
I don't know.
city.
Hell, if
I would
I
totally.
ever buy any kind of farmland, I don't want to be living out in the middle of nowhere.
Why not? I would.
No, I'm
Go
a city
horse
boy.
riding.
I'll buy the
Oh,
biggest ass house, or if I had the most money in the world, I would buy a property here in Toronto. I'll destroy the house and I'll make the biggest house that Toronto ever seen.
do you know
Better
what?
than
That reminds me of those places those big buildings where you can just go in and
What's
smash
the sad,
everything up.
saddest thing
Like,
on
what do you
earth?
call them again? The smash rooms where you can go in with a massive hammer and smash loads of things inside and get all that pent up frustration out and
No,
anger.
it's just sad. It's just sad. No,
Oh,
that's
you
why I'm
it's sad.
just so expensive.
No,
I'd
I'd go in and
rather make
smash it all up. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, I feel
yeah,
so
but
much
I'd rather
better
make
now. I'll go build another building and smash that up too.
I'd
But
rather
it
make
wouldn't be nice. It'd just be like loads of,
oh my! I would
smashable
like
objects, but nothing of value.
I don't want to see her mad because if she starts doing that, guys, we better be hiding under under the ground when she starts smashing.
Me, I don't get mad. I have a serious problem where I just can't get mad. That's why I would need to do it to get the frustration out. I seem to go the opposite direction. I bring out my happy spirit the more upset I am, which is just weird, but that's just
Like
me, I guess.
if
It's a
I ever
coping
need a house,
mechanism.
if I ever
But
need a
anyway,
house,
on to the next question.
If you're like frustrated, like just slap people, like most
I
gonna.
can't slap
Okay.
people. I would never do that.
but the
Okay.
guy you just kicked.
Moving on. Moving on.
Moving on, Michael. Um, what would you do? Let me just find some fun ones. I'm trying to think. What would you do if you had the power to go to the future and to the past?
What would you do if you had the power to go back to the
I
future?
don't like the past though.
No, past is never good. It's
I
moving
don't
on.
like. I don't like the past.
I would love to see the
Me
future, how
neither.
sexy I will be, and how many wives I would have and kids.
Oh,
Agreed,
You
Michael.
agreed.
can't have loads of wives unless you're in a
I
In
polygamous
some
don't.
situation.
in some
Some
countries, there's
cultures you can
people,
have more than one wife,
yeah, in
but
some
why would
countries.
you want to?
Well, have one Monday, have one Tuesday. No, I'm just joking.
You should be joking because you should only love one
No,
person and
I know.
devote your
I'm
time and
just
attention to
joking.
them.
I don't think a man can handle too many women at once.
Probably not, but we couldn't
Too
handle
much
too many
hassle,
men
too much.
either.
Yeah.
Imagine all the underpants you'd have to wash and the clothes and stuff. No way.
Wow. In North
No way, Jose.
in
I'm
North
not
Hi,
into
America.
that
Ali.
kind of
Nice to see
stuff.
you in here. Come on up if you
What?
fancy. We're talking so the questions are
Knickers
if you could go
underpants?
back to the future or the past, you had the power, what would you do? I wouldn't like to go back to the past, but should we do if you had to choose between the past and the future? Oh no, we'll do both, right? So if I was to go to the past, I'd bring my mother back to life. I wouldn't have let her pass away. That's the biggest thing, but I can't control that.
That's good stuff.
Of course, my mother was the most beautiful person in my life. I'd bring her back. Okay, we'll do one thing each, past and future. If I could have power over the future, I would make world peace. Like everybody just got on. Everything. You imagine how much easier life would be if people just
I would make
had.
everybody rich.
I would.
Well, that's probably true. Rich
Can
in
I
what
say
though?
what I
Rich in money?
would do?
But I still want to be
Hi,
the
Annie.
richest. But
I
you
would.
know,
Hi, how you doing?
I'm okay, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Okay, but if you had the power to change the future or the past, what would you do?
If I can go to the past, I would definitely buy some bitcoins.
Some bitcoins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah. Right, if you could go to the future though,
The future. It's easy to decide. It's not easy to decide, but I would see how my family going.
you would see how your family are doing, checking up on them.
Yeah.
Okay, so you could
If
prevent
see
anything bad happening, maybe.
if I
Oh,
have
that's a good
kids.
idea. Yeah, you would like to
Mm,
see how they turn out and grow
yeah.
up. Oh, that's a good idea. What about you, Jeremy? Past
Yeah.
and
Pretty
future.
much.
I don't have one.
Jeremy, what would you do if you could go to the past or the future? I know what you'd do. You'd go to a Joseph Technicolor Dream Court
For the
concert. You'd build
back.
your own concert, right? You'd make your own
Yeah,
super concert of
yeah,
musicals.
yeah,
The whole world could join in, or like a
yeah,
massive
yeah.
stage.
I can do that.
And if it was free entry to this huge musical stage, and everybody was dancing around in rainbow colours, things like
I
that.
love that.
That's so cool.
I love
Irfan,
that.
would you like to speak?
Yeah, I was just thinking what I will do.
That's okay.
Yeah,
Take your time.
yeah. Yeah, if I go back to my past, as you said, like your mother passed away. Similarly, I have one of my brother passed away, so I will try to do something to prevent that.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, we all would, wouldn't we? Someone we love.
Yeah, that's one thing I would love to do. I like to do when I'm going to past. But in future, as someone said, I would like to make everyone reach or to equip everyone with education so that they can be more equipped to face.
Yeah, teach children.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
That's what
children are the future. Yeah, great. Good one. Okay, moving on to the next question, shall we, Jeremy?
Yep.
Okay. What would you do if you woke up and your house was on fire? Oh my
I
goodness.
don't like this one.
I don't like it either, but we have to answer it. I'd panic.
I know.
I'd panic. I wouldn't know what to do, but I wouldn't worry about myself. I'd probably worry about other people first, and then I'd get a big,
You
massive
know what
wet
I would
towel.
do?
What? What would
You
you
know what I
do?
would do?
What?
I would get out of the house. That's what I'll
Get
do.
out of the house. Yeah, that's
I'll
a good
get out.
idea. But you know what
I'll
we
get out
forgot,
of the
Jeremy?
building.
Ring the fire brigade. That's the first thing we'd do. How stupid are we? Jeremy, why didn't you remind me that the first thing you should do is press 911 or 999 in my situation?
Oh man.
Instead, we're
Hey.
running around panicking, putting wet towels around ourselves, telling everyone there's a fire, and we don't ring the ambulance. How can we expect help? We're silly, aren't we? Well, at least I am. Okay, so you'd ring the ambulance first. I
And
actually
then
probably would jump out the window and break my legs and my arms and my head. What would you do, Irfan?
in my house, on my terrace, there is a water tank, so I will try to do something to stop the
Ooh.
fire.
Yeah, good idea. Hi,
Yeah.
Mara. How are you doing? Do you want to come up? We're doing some fun ones, and then this one's a bit more serious. What you would do if your house was on fire and you woke up in the morning.
it's serious.
And me and Jeremy didn't think to ring the ambulance not the ambulance. Well, we might need an ambulance if we jump out and break our legs, but we'd need the fire brigade first.
Yeah.
Jeremy, that's your fault for not reminding me to ring 911 or 999 in this case. Mara, you can come up if you like. I like your little nose picture and your hearts. Is it hearts on your hair? That's so cute. Right, anyway. So that was that then. We should move on to the next question. Let
Moving
me
on.
see. Okay, let me see.
Okay.
Bear with me. I'm just thinking.
We're all here still. Nobody
Okay.
left yet.
What would you do if all the electricity in the world just stopped like that? I'd cry. I'd be like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? No lights, no gas, I'm freezing cold, I can't see, can't go on the internet, can't talk to
In
anybody. I might as well just sit here
Emma,
curled
you
up in
know
a
what I would
ball.
do?
What?
I would bring out the torch.
You'd bring out a torch with
Yeah.
batteries? Jeremy, that's genius. Why didn't I think of that? Or we could
I
get
would
a
do
lighter and
that.
light candles. That's a good idea.
Don't. I don't like candles. You might burn the house down.
What about charging our phones? Jeremy, Mara, Irfan, what are
I
we gonna
forgot
do if we've
about.
got no internet? We
I
can't go
forgot
on
about
Clubhouse.
that.
Oh, in that case, we have to completely change our lifestyle.
That's probably a good idea,
Yeah,
actually.
we have to go back to farming and settle down in our homes and not going to any cities or anything because we cannot do anything without electricity. Nothing will happen.
We'd all go together and have a picnic and
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
and go in the forest, riding horses, all the countryside, seaside stuff. Oh, it sounds good actually. Get a bit of a break from the technology. I've been
yeah,
wanting
yeah,
to do that for a little while actually, but it's so hard, isn't it?
yeah. But if the electricity comes back after some time, after few days, then it is fine. Otherwise, we have to change all our lifestyle, everything.
Yeah, and not see candles, and then your skirt gets set on fire by accident or something, or you fall over and trip, and your house is on fire from flying candles on the curtains. Yeah, that's great. But
That
I
would be
guess what
bad.
else, Mara? Come speak to us if you like. Right. What would you do if you woke up and you were in Wonderland?
Hmm.
Hi, Mara. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good, thanks. Right. The next question is, what would you do if you woke up in Wonderland? Why does it say there's 10 people here, but there's only 4? That's weird.
The number, so the number under the word what, that means 10 people have come through.
Oh, thank you.
But
I'm
number
still
4
learning.
is here now. There's only 4 people here now. That's an
I never,
interesting one.
I never noticed that before.
The numbers
Okay.
up there.
So it would be, what would you do if you woke up in Wonderland? I would. Now, are we talking about the Wonderland Disney one with Johnny Depp in? Or are we talking about Wonderland with not Johnny Depp in? Because I love Johnny Depp. He's amazing. He's really cool. If I was in Wonderland, I'd go and see him as the Mad Hatter and I'd steal his hat and I'd wear it and I'd be the Mad Hatter and we'd have a tea party but the tea party would be like with English tea and
Yeah.
scones and cream and jam, all that kind of thing. What about you guys?
That's a good question. Because it's like also where in where in Wonderland are, like, do you fall through the hole, like where are
Oh,
you?
that would be bad. No, we don't fall through the hole. That'd be a nightmare. We're at the bottom. We're just like anywhere you fancy. Where do you wake up? Should I paint the picture?
I guess I
Okay.
would try to get along with the White Queen, or I mean she's pretty easy to get along with. The White Queen.
Yeah, she's the good one, right? The Queen of Hearts is the bad one.
Yeah.
I'd go and give the Queen of Hearts some love. I'd give her a hug. I think she's probably having a hard life.
She'd probably
Yeah.
be like, off with her head.
Oh dear, I know it's a difficult situation, isn't it? Because if I give her a hug, she might be like off with her head, and I'd be like, oh dear, oh no, what am I gonna do? I
But
tried.
like, I
Look,
just
I
wanted to
tried.
give you some love because I see you
Yeah,
don't get enough.
yeah. Some people just are not. What's the word I'm looking for? Receptive. They're not able or willing to receive love.
Hmm.
Oh, it's so sad.
It
Anyway,
is.
where are we going with this? So that's what you would do, Mara. What would you do, Jeremy and Irfan, if you woke up in Wonderland?
I'll visit the White Rabbit.
You would? Oh, Jeremy, you stole one of my answers. What would you do? What would you say to him?
Woo. Yeah.
What would you do? Would you just pet him, give him a hug, and pull his ears?
I would pet him.
You'd pet him? Would you
Yeah.
talk to him?
And talk to him.
You would? Would you feel
Yeah.
uncomfortable with that, talking to an animal? Would you think you were going crazy?
I would. I would. I
I'd
would.
ask I'd ask him how it felt falling down the hole. Did he hurt his butt?
Yeah.
Okay, should we move on to the next question, or does Irfan have an answer?
Have fun.
Yeah, I will just enjoy the time there. I don't find anything.
Okay, you just have a good time.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay, right, next question. What would you do if you were invisible?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh!
Everyone's like, oh, interesting question.
Oh
Invisibility
man.
cloak. Like in Harry Potter.
Mm.
What would I do? It's like the fly on the wall kind of thing, isn't it?
I mean, is there stuff you try to figure out that you like knew someone knew but they didn't tell you? Like, are you looking through papers? What are you doing?
I would go into at the moment,
Incident.
because of the Johnny Depp situation, I'd go into wherever Amber is and listen to what's going on. Like, I'm not normally involved with celebrity stuff, but I really like Johnny Depp, and I'd go back to a situation where they were together and she was, being difficult, just so I could prove that for Johnny that she wasn't a very nice person. But then again, I can't 100% prove that she's done anything wrong, but I'm pretty sure Johnny's a really lovely guy. And anyway, no, that's a rubbish answer. Let's try something different.
I don't like that
I
answer.
what?
I don't like that answer.
Me neither.
I
I don't
don't
know why I
like
said
it.
it. I would go and it's a tricky one, that, guys, isn't it?
Yeah, because
I
I'm like,
think
there's
we
all
can
these
move on.
possibilities.
I think
If you
we
could
can
walk
move
around,
on.
you wouldn't have to wear any clothes, so you could just go anywhere you wanted,
No,
like
I like wearing
naked.
clothes. I like
That
wearing
for some
clothes.
reason that reminds me of a TikTok that I saw because a lot of people have green screens. This one person's like, I'm gonna get a green screen suit and like steal ice cream in front of my husband. And the husband's like, I see you.
Holy
You
crow.
could play tricks on people who are mean to you, like move
Hmm.
stuff around the house, like
True.
Ooh.
like on their toothbrush. Like you could put their toothbrush, like, I don't know, what could you do with a toothbrush? You could put, oh no, I don't want to go there. That's a bit gross. What else could you do if someone was being really mean to you, and teach them a lesson but not be too mean, so that it was, fair but not cruel?
You could like
Hmm.
sneak into their house and put like hair dye in their shampoo or something.
Hey,
In their shower, like a mini
Mara.
shower.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't like this question.
You don't? All right. Okay. I'll move on then if nobody else wants to answer. What would you do if you were the president?
Ooh.
Holy.
You'd what?
I'm thinking.
Mm.
If I was the president, I'd say Oh no, it'd be hard to be president, wouldn't it? I'd bring
Free
more humour.
college.
Yeah, I'd be like, I'd bring more humour to the whole presidency. It wouldn't be so serious. Everybody would like it. Laughter would be a rule. Like everybody just have to have a bit more fun, free fun. Um, what else would I do to stop chaos breaking out? It's tricky, isn't it?
If
Anybody?
anyone does not have enough education or food or
Yeah,
shelter,
good
we
one.
have to provide that one
Yeah.
so that we can equip them to be better in future.
Yeah, that would be cool. Would be really good. Make sure kids have great education for the future.
Yeah.
Yes.
Health, things, good health.
Give health support, like to make the health treatment everything free.
Yeah, that'd be so
Maybe
good.
we can give like to people who cannot afford such things. We have to give them
Mm-hmm.
from the
Okay.
as a president.
What would you do? I'm just thinking if you
Hmm.
woke up in somebody else's body, but I'm trying to think of who. Like, like a Freaky Friday situation.
Yeah.
Can you ask that again?
I'm just trying to think like a Freaky Friday situation where you wake up and you're in somebody else's body, like Freaky Friday, where she swaps bodies with her mother and she ends up in as her mother. You see what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
vice versa. I'm just trying to think of who it could be though. I was thinking of the Queen. What would you do if you woke up in the Queen's body?
Ooh.
Do you know what? I'd go and have tea with everyone. I'd do all sorts. What could I do? Host a massive tea party where everyone's welcome. And then I'd go around in my carriage everywhere and just wave to everyone. Jerry, what would you do if you woke up in the Queen's body? Would you, because you're a woman now, would you like, I don't know, what would you do? Would you like to embrace your slightly feminine side? Because men do have some sort of a feminine side because it's
Yeah.
nice for them to be emotional, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I don't know really.
you don't know? Is that not such a great question? Okay, let's see. Mara, do you have an idea what you would do?
But I don't know what you could do besides having tea and stuff. That sounds like
Yes.
fun and just I guess because like a lot of places they like have the upper class and the lower class. I guess I would see what I could do to help the lower class. Maybe I don't know.
Okay. What would you do if Beyonce messaged you and invited you to go to her house?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh!
Oh.
I'd be
I'd be over
terrified.
here. Yeah, I'd be over here looking for an outfit.
I'd be terrified, wouldn't you, Mara? I'd be like, oh my
Mhm.
goodness. And then when you get up to a face to face, I'd be like, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. What would you do, Jeremy, if you saw Beyonce? She invited you. You're not to
Sing.
her. You would sing to her?
Yeah.
What would you sing?
I don't know what I
All
could
the single
sing.
ladies, all the single ladies,
Oh
all the single
no.
ladies, all
No,
the single ladies.
that's
Got me
not gonna
looking so
get
crazy
second best
right
for
now.
the rest of
Love's
the
got me looking
afternoon.
crazy
No.
right now.
Yeah.
um, hmm. Yeah, so I don't know what I would do. I'd probably just be so excited and like, woohoo! Am I imagining this? Is this real? This can't be true.
Is this real?
And then I'd be jumping up and down and screaming. I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to steal some of her outfits or at least ask her to buy me an island.
An island.
Well, she's rich enough, isn't she?
Yeah. Yeah.
What would you do if everyone disappeared into thin air and you were the only person on the planet?
Oh, that would be sad. I feel.
I know it would. I'd probably sit
That
there
is
and
that.
cry.
That'll be sad.
But only animals are left, shall we say? I'd just go and chill with the animals and hug them all.
Hmm.
Um,
I'll
okay.
try to create more life. Maybe do some experiments or research to make more humans.
Yeah, that's a good idea. While it's quiet and you get more different kinds of humans, maybe
Yeah, yeah.
who are kinder and nicer to one another, and then you'd have a whole new compassionate and kind world.
Hmm.
What would you do if you could go floating on the clouds? Just sit on the clouds, go floating on them.
I guess I would observe life and just like observe everything that's going on.
Down below, that's a great idea, yeah.
Hmm.
What would you do if you had your own jet plane, guys?
Ooh, I
I
would
would
fly to
flew.
visit everyone, like visit all my friends.
Ooh,
You know,
that's a good
you know
idea.
what I'll do?
I
What?
would visit all the countries in the world, every
Yeah, that'd
place.
be great. I'd just sit there and enjoy
Mm.
being on um a private jet plane, like a really expensive one, chill there with maybe a glass of wine with some lots of lemonade in it because I don't like it too strong. And I'd sit there and I'd sip and I'd just like to be chilling in my first class seats, first class seat, have the stewardesses or the stewards, should I say, come and wait on me and bring me a nice plain food that isn't standard plain food, but posh plain food. And I just chill, lots of leg room. Because I have a problem with leg room on planes. It's a nightmare. 'Cause I'm tall. I have tall girl problems. But I would travel to Florida because I want to go back to Disney World where I worked. I miss it. So happy there.
Mm.
So that's one. And we've all answered that. What about you, Jeremy?
I
If you
would
would,
just take a nap on the clouds.
you take a nap on the clouds. That
Yeah,
that was. What about the jet plane though? If you had your own jet plane,
I'll just look out the window.
you'd look out the window.
That's what I always do on planes.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I
Would you
look
go
at the
anywhere
clouds.
special?
I look at the clouds.
I'd go to Australia or New Zealand. I really want to go there. Lord of the Rings
Lord of the
land.
Rings.
Yeah, and I'd go and dress up like a hobbit and or like an elf, and I'd love that on a white horse. Okay, guys. Hi, Cartel. How's it going? Happy
Oh,
Saturday. It's the weekend. Question for you, Cartel. What would you do if you had your own private jet plane? Is it coming up?
you know what, Emma?
What?
Cartel was with us last time.
It was.
And
It was
He
fun,
was
wasn't
with.
it?
He was with us last time when we did this
Cowboy story.
with the cowboy story.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so next question. Let me think. What would you do if no one was watching you? You could do anything you wanted and nobody was watching you. You could get away with murder if you wanted, anything. But we
Oh,
won't
I
go
don't like that
murder.
one.
No, we won't do murder. We'll do murder's not allowed. Anything that's not bad. Or then again, that wouldn't be
Anything
true
that's
to the
not bad.
question. No, it wouldn't be true to the question, would it? Just
No.
like, what would you do if nobody was watching you? Hmm. I'd walk around with no clothes on because it'd be fair and it'd be cheaper, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Emma, you know
that's
what
what
I
I
would
was
do?
thinking.
What, Jeremy?
I would sleep all day.
You sleep all day? Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
one. Oh, I would just have so many hot chocolates.
Hmm.
Hope nobody really notice. And a donut and stuff that I shouldn't really be having. But I would do it on the one off day that nobody was watching me. And what else could I do? I'd go, I don't know. It's just a difficult one. What about you, Irfan?
Uh, I'll go to all the restaurants in my country or
Shirley's
in the world.
here.
Oh,
And I
Shirley's
will eat it.
gone. She was here and now she's gone again.
Shirley's gone.
She disappeared. She's disappeared.
I just seen her and then
Maybe
she
she came into the room by accident. Okay.
yeah,
Okay. I sometimes do that. I press the notification by accident.
she's
Okay.
back.
Is she
Shirley,
back?
Shirley's back.
Shirley's back. She disappeared, but now she's back. Wait, hang on. I have to invite you up now. Hi, Shirley. How are
Hey Emma, how are
you?
you? Fine.
I'm good, thanks. We're just asking questions. One was, what would you do if you had a private jet plane? And then what did we move on to, Jeremy? What would you do if nobody's watching you?
Yeah, that's
And
the
I
one
said
I
I'd have all the hot chocolates in the world and walk around naked, no clothes, no freedom, nothing. And then I'd also have a donut or three if nobody's was watching because I'm supposed to be on a diet. Okay, you guys, what would you do if nobody's watching you?
Hello,
Um, Go ahead.
Kotal, have you got an answer?
hello, hello. Do you hear me?
Yeah, hi.
It was so. I was so lucky to come here. Where did you start this room?
Just now. Well, when was it,
Oh,
Jeremy? About 20 minutes ago.
because
oh,
I
so I've
I
been so
clicked on
lucky.
and then it
About
was
20 minutes
only
ago, isn't
you.
it?
It was 20 minutes ago, Cartel.
Great, great. How have been gone this room? What's your
Hey, it's fun.
subject? What would you do?
Yeah, what would you do? Like just a bunch of questions, like in funny situations, mostly funny, or, unique situations I'm trying to get. Like, what would you do if you were on a private jet plane? What would you do if you woke up and there was a fire? What would you do if you were floating on the clouds? What would you do if you could go to the future or the past? Did we do the super pack? What would you do if you were invisible? We've done that. Now what should
Ah,
we do? Jeremy, should we
let,
move
let,
on to another one
let,
now?
We can move on
great.
to another one now.
Okay, we'll just get Shirley and Cartel to answer. What would you do if nobody was watching you?
Same as you, walk around naked.
Yeah,
Oh,
woohoo! Nobody
Shirley!
would even know. No clothes. Woohoo! Wouldn't have to worry about
Got
our
another one.
bodies and what they look like. No need to go to the gym. Woohoo! Nobody sees us. No hair products needed. No
What
makeup.
if
No nothing.
it was cold? It was in the winter. What would you do?
If you're invisible, you
No,
wouldn't feel it. At least I hope not. Would you? If you're invisible,
oh,
would
you
you
mean
feel the
if you're
cold?
invisible?
Oh, but you can still feel the cold. Oh, you just ruined it for me, Cartel. So if you're invisible, can you still feel the cold? No, you can't in
uh,
my
uh,
version of it. Okay.
mm,
So what would you do, Cartel, if nobody was watching you?
uh, I think I thought you when you said nobody was watching you, I didn't know you meant invisible. If you are invisible.
Oh, you're right about that. Yeah. What am I talking about? Have I missed that there?
I think you missed something.
Do you think I went back to that one? Okay.
Yeah, I think you
Okay,
went
we'll
back to
forget the
that one.
invisibility. What would you do if no oh yeah, I've got that confused, haven't I?
We
What would
did
you
that
do
one,
if there was
Emma.
nobody around but you could do whatever you wanted?
Okay, it's the situation that I'm facing every single day. I'm alone in my bedroom and nobody is watching me. So
Around the club, it's like
I,
that for me sometimes. It's too peoply outside. It's been like that for a lot of us due to COVID and stuff. Um,
uh, so if I was invisible, that's I think I can do. I have many other options. I can use my imagination, and that would be so much better question to if you are
Do you know what I would do?
invisible.
Sorry, it's just totally come to my mind. I'd dance around like an idiot in the
Well,
streets.
what
Okay.
did you come to your mind?
I would what? Sorry.
What did come to your mind just?
Oh, I'd run around like an idiot in the streets, so nobody would be watching me. I'd just do whatever dance moves I fancied, looking like a crazy person, like just getting loads of frustration out, lots of jumping up and down like an idiot. Nobody would care. Nobody would see.
Yeah. I would go to a casino and play poker. No, I can't
Ooh,
play
Ah, of
poker when
course.
I'm invisible.
Sorry, Cal, don't waste all your money, though.
ooh. Do you know
No,
what you could
that,
do?
that would
Some,
be so interesting to see others' hand and play poker and win a lot of money.
yeah, that'd be cool. I'm
Poker.
trying to
That's
think.
cool, but you can't be
Yeah,
invisible and play poker in the same time and go and see others' hand. It's
we
not
got
possible.
confused between invisible and nobody watching us. Nobody doesn't
Yeah.
matter because it's kind of like similar
Interesting
themes going on there.
conversation this afternoon.
What would you do?
Hmm.
I'm trying to think. If you were stuck in an elevator with someone you,
With
mm, someone you really thought was, I was gonna stay with someone you really disliked. Um, I'm trying to think of something funny. What would you do if you were stuck in an elevator with a talking? Mm,
Emma,
what? Don't go.
I'm gonna go
with
now.
Are you bored? Thanks very
Hmm.
much, Jeremy.
with a dog,
Okay.
with the cat.
Can I see him?
Okay, bye, Jeremy. Okay, so we did. What were we doing? I'm trying to think of a question. What would you do if you were stuck in an elevator with someone you disliked? No, your boss. What would you do if you were stuck in an elevator with your
Bye bye,
boss?
bye bye.
An elevator with your boss.
Yeah.
Hmm.
With my boss.
Oh, that's the
That that
that would be
Do you know what? I think I should
awkward
change that. Has anybody got
situation.
any ideas? Shirley, do you think we should change it from your boss to something else? Like, what could we do?
So you can keep it as boss.
Okay. Well, my boss is myself. I'm self employed. So, what do you do in that case then?
you'll be alone.
I'd bang my head against
You-
the wall and say, "Look, girl, what are
I
you
will.
being stuck in
I'll
the
tell him
elevator
to.
for?"
I'll ask
But,
him. Ask my boss to give me a promotion. If he's give me promotion, then I will try to help him to get out of this.
well, that's a good idea. Yeah.
You
Because
got
you
that?
have something that he doesn't have, like a key or something to open the elevator or
Yeah, I will.
something.
I will somehow find a way to get out of that.
Ooh, that's a good one. What about you, Shirley? What would you say to your boss if, like, you were stuck in an elevator with him or her?
and what if you
Oh.
you couldn't get in?
Let's see. I quit.
You telling them you'll quit in the elevator?
Yes.
Oh, because there'll be no people around and you wouldn't feel embarrassed, or
No, just I quit. That's what I could think of. Really, I mean, you're not gonna tell your boss. Well, some people would, but I don't know.
okay. What about you, Irfan? What would you do if you were stuck in an elevator with your boss?
Yes, I just told you, right? I'll just try to find out a way to get out, and I'll ask my boss for a promotion.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
What if you couldn't get him or her out?
Oh,
Your
you'd be
boss
stuck a long time.
could
Me and boss will play some games inside until someone is coming to rescue us.
What do you have? Pocket chess in your pocket
Yeah, something like that.
or Scrabble?
Otherwise, we can play games without even any tools, right? Some kind of
Oh, sure.
mind.
Yeah, like mine, like quizzes and things and
Yeah, yeah, things like that.
questions.
Yeah,
Okay.
questions.
What would you do if you were stuck in the desert and you didn't have a clue where you were? I'd cry.
One.
If you were
Oh,
stuck in the desert.
that's very big issue. It's very hard situation.
Hmm.
first thing you need to prepare yourself for the worst situation. If you don't have water, don't have anything to eat, and that's safe,
Oh, and
you need to prepare yourself for
okay. What I was gonna say is I've just changed my mind now. What would you do if you were with a friend in the desert
situation.
and you only had 2 bottles of water? No, 3 bottles of water.
That's
No,
that's
1 bottle of
difficult.
water. If you only had 1 bottle of water and you were stuck in the desert with your friend, what would you do? That's tricky,
Was
isn't
it
it?
a gallon of water?
You'd share it?
No, I'm asking, was it a gallon of water?
Let's see. About a liter, like not a
One.
lot.
Oh, 1 liter. Ooh, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. You share your water with your friend.
Yeah, I'd share it too. Would any of you guys just take it all for yourself or give it all to that one person? Like, if this is your best buddy we're talking about. Hmm. You know that situation where there's a train and you have to choose between saving one person that you love. It's called the trolley problem, or 3 other people who you don't know but fellow human beings. What would you do? Would you save the person that you loved, or would you save the three? No, let's say 5 human beings that would get hit by the train if you save that one person. The other people are going to get hit with a train. It's a bit like the Batman situation, where he's got to choose between saving the girl that he loves and the
Yeah,
people on the ferry, is it?
yeah, it's tricky, very tricky. Yeah.
Cartel, you're going like in the Matrix. Is anybody else getting this? Shirley?
Yeah. Yes.
Cartel, you're going a bit funny. Irfan, what would you do? Cartel, will catch up with you in a bit. Unless I can still hear you. Can you speak, Cartel?
I did not get the question. Some catch up in the.
It's called the trolley problem. You have the choice. You have to choose between saving one person that you love, or 5 people who are on the other line who you don't know but you're fellow human beings. Sort of like choosing between doing the right thing and the personal thing. Would you choose to save the one person that you love, and let those 5 people die, or would you let the one person you love die and save the 5 human beings?
Oh, that's very hard question.
It is, because then you got to live with it for the rest of your life if 5 people are gone. But then you lose the love of your life. Oh, it's tricky, that, isn't it? Ooh, I don't
I
like that
will.
question.
If there is any option to rescue both of them, I'll do that, even at the cost of my life. I'll try to
Oh,
do that.
yeah, I would, but that's not an option, unfortunately. I
Then I would
unfortunately
rescue the one I love. Of course,
you would.
I am little selfish in that case.
Oh, but I couldn't live with letting those people die, though.
Yeah, we have to live with that burden in our hearts. But if we lose the loved one, also that's also a burden.
It's depends on your situation, doesn't it? Like if you've
Yes.
had a really difficult life and you've met the love of your life and they change your world for the better, then that's
Yeah.
obviously different, isn't it? But oh, it's tricky. Shirley, what do you think? Cartel?
I know it's gonna be controversial, but I think nothing. I know I will say the 5 people.
You'd run away?
No, 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 no. I say I will save the 5 people.
You say the 5 people. Yeah. Do you know what? I probably would too, as hard as it would be, because I couldn't live with the guilt of those 5 people dying. And it would spoil my relationship with my loved one anyway. It would destroy it. And then you could end up leaving them anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But so can you think in your real life if something comes like that, will you do that?
Do you know what? Until you're in that situation, it's extremely difficult, isn't it? It's a really
Yeah.
tricky question because you just don't know. It depends on your circumstances, your life at that time, things that you've gone through in your past. But still, morally, I'd have to save the 5 people. Um,
Yeah, you're correct. But I don't know whether I will do that.
yeah, it's difficult to say until you're in that situation yourself. Right, I'm trying to look for some fun questions and think about some separate ones
Yeah.
as
The
well.
question, the questions are, the questions are very hard questions actually.
I
Not,
know.
yeah. No, I'm not.
What um
Yeah.
what would you do if hmm
Both of you are from USA,
me? I'm from the UK.
UK. Okay. What about Shirley?
I'm from US.
Okay, great.
Hmm.
What can I ask you one question? What would you do if you are going to die tomorrow? You
That
have
was one
24
that I was
hours.
just thinking about if you only had 5 days to live or something like that.
Yeah.
If I only had one day to live,
Yeah.
oh my goodness. I'd ring everybody up that I love and tell them and say, look, oh, I need to freeze time. You can't do that. Or I'd panic. I really would. I'd be like, how am I going to have time to say goodbye to everybody I love and see them all? What would you do, Shirley? I'd have to prepare.
Um,
I'd go on holiday, I reckon, to the one place that I'd want to go to with all my family, I think.
I would say Ashley.
Sorry, what was the question? I was out for a
Hi,
while.
again.
Hello.
Earthan said, what would you do if you were going to die tomorrow? Shirley, did you have an answer too?
Yeah, I would take the red eyes to Australia.
You go to Australia?
Yes.
Oh, I'd love to go there too. Would you go with friends and family like me?
By myself. Well, I mean, you got one day to live, so
Yeah, you
yeah,
know what? No distractions. See the whole place.
yeah.
That's probably a good idea. Um, okay, Cartel, what would you do if you were going to die tomorrow?
Because I really love love parachute, jumping out of a plane. What we
Woo,
call
that's
that.
a good idea. Yeah,
I really love that, and I one day I hope I'll be able to do that. So I don't
paragliding
know.
as well.
Skydiving, yeah, skydiving.
I was just thinking that I'd like to go paragliding. That'd be so much fun.
Yeah, yeah, paragliding, skydiving, and stuff like this. These are
Bungee
my dreams.
jumping is a big no for me. No way in hell would I bungee jump. Not having no
Uh,
rope tied to my leg going upside down. That's crazy.
have you had experience of bungee jumping?
No, and I wouldn't want any either. No way. I'm not jumping out of with off a bridge with the rope attached to my legs. No way. That's got to be the scariest thing ever. But then again, after you've done it, it'd be like, wow, whoa, woohoo. I'd go in a hot air balloon as well.
Yeah, air balloon. Yeah, that's also a nice idea. Yeah, that's so
Yeah, good
exciting.
question, Irfan. Do you guys have any questions that we could ask my bees?
Mm.
Let's see.
Could do the superpowers one, but then that's like the usual one. Like, what would you do if you had superpowers?
Yeah, superpowers. Readings others' mind. It is my favorite superpower. That's
Yeah.
it's sometimes so funny to know what others are thinking at the moment, and this is so funny.
Yeah, I know
Re-
what I'd
um,
do. I think I'd like to fly, probably the most. Fly or be invisible.
yeah, invisible. To be not stopping the time is also a good superpower. To stop the time and do whatever you want, and then pause the time, pausing the time, and then playing the
Yeah.
game. That
I've
that's
got
what
one
I
for
want.
you all. If you could be any superhero in the world and have any power, even one that you could invent, what would it be? What
Wonder
would it
Woman.
be? Wonder Woman?
Yes.
I'd be Cookie Chick, giving free cookies to everyone flying through the sky.
Oh, you.
Like the flying cookie chick. Come on, guys, here's all your cookies. Flying around, dropping them everywhere, and the kids have got their baskets out, collecting all the cookies.
That's so funny.
Cookie
Funniest
girl.
superpower.
Oh, the cookie girl's here. Come on, kids, let's go outside. Get your baskets. It's cookie chick time. I think it's got a good idea, actually.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's a bit daft, a bit crazy, but never mind. What about you guys?
Uh, the superpower. I think the best superpower ever is to be able to heal the disabled. I really want.
Oh, that's nice.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I feel really pity when see them disabled or deaf or blind or things like this. This is really like that would be
Oh,
great. Yeah,
that's really
grateful.
nice. What about you, Shirley or Irfan? What would you do if you could invent or have? Do you know what? I'd love to be Spider Man, Spider Woman, just flying around on a string everywhere.
Oh,
String
you
girl?
you pick another superhero.
Yeah. You can invent
Oh.
your own power if you like.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Hmm. I could be a superhero art teacher.
A
I'm
teacher?
like well, I mean, like an art teacher who,
Oh, yeah.
spread creativity. Yeah, spread
Cool.
creativity. Uh-huh.
That'd be good. Teachers are superheroes. You know, another silly one that I would do is that I never have ketchup at hand, and I love ketchup. I would have the ability to just shoot it out like a ketchup gun from my arms.
You should catch up of your
Out of my
arms. What was
fingers. Ketchup
of
fingers?
the That's
Ketchup
funny.
fingers! Come on, ketchup with the ketchup. Ketchup fingers. Yeah, but isn't there anything you always run out of that you wish you had at hand?
Yeah, yeah. Always.
There's always
The,
something I miss off my shopping list.
yeah.
Right, should we move on to the next question now?
Yeah, yeah. We can. Yeah.
Let me see. Hmm. What would you do if everyone was happy? Just like happy all the time, even like your worst enemy could be happy. People that have treated you badly could be happy. I think I'd just embrace it. I'd just be like so happy that I wouldn't care that they were happy, I
Yeah.
guess.
I'll try to make them sad if everyone everyone is
Oh,
happy, and
yeah, but
I made
how
them
could you make them sad if
unhappy.
you like, if you were happy you couldn't be sad to make them sad? Kind of. I don't know.
Um, because if everyone is happy, it's unusual. It's very unusual. I can't imagine that.
It can happen.
I got another one. What would you do? Oh no, hi guys. Sorry, do you want to answer? Shirley and Fan.
Oh,
Yeah,
nah. I
yeah,
mean,
you can go
yeah,
on to the next one.
yeah.
Okay. What would you do if you met Indiana Jones and he asked you to go on an adventure with you?
Who is
I'd
Indiana
be like,
Jones?
hell yeah.
Yes.
I'm not much familiar with Indiana Jones. I just
Uh,
saw some of the movies and all, but don't have
He
much
just
idea.
goes on like a quest for treasure and that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. It's treasure hunt, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
clues and things. What would you do if your friend told you that they had found some treasure,
mhm.
but they weren't going to tell
Depend
you where it
how,
was?
yeah, how much, how much, how much is the pleasure of us?
How much is the treasure? You're in the Matrix again, Cartel. The treasure, just loads of gold and diamonds and lots of
Um,
expensive jewels, different coloured jewels, diamonds,
I'll do
money.
my best to convince my friend to share them with me.
You wouldn't look for clues to find out if you could find out some other way, like go into their house or something and look for clues, like I don't know, like notes or an app or something. You'd just ask a map. You'd ask them straight out.
That yeah, asking a map. If you have a map, and all those signs would be helpful and very adventurous.
Cool. What about you, Shirley? What would you do if your friends said they weren't going to share the treasure with you?
I'll be fine with it.
You'd be fine with it. Would you be like,
Mm-hmm.
this won't affect our friendship? I understand that you found it and find us keepers.
No.
You wouldn't?
No.
Okay. You'd be like, share it with me?
Mm-mm.
No? What would you
No.
do if you were on the other end of that though and you had the treasure? Would you give it to people? Would you tell them, or would you keep it for yourself and go
No.
on a
I tell
holiday?
them. Well, my younger days, I would say yes, but now it's like, nah, I share it.
Yeah, me too. I'd probably share too. I'd probably build a new community with people um helping kids and things like that, and teaching and like homes and that kind of thing, and people could come together and have fun and the kids have fun. And oh, I just want a world where everyone gets on, kind of thing. So I'd build a whole new world. But that wouldn't be possible even with treasure, so no, we can't go there. But okay. Did we all answer?
Yes.
Okay. We'll do a few more. Hmm.
What would you
Anybody else
do?
has any ideas? That would be
Yeah,
great too.
what would you do if you're the first person going to live on Mars? Would you accept to be a first person to go to live on Mars? And what would you do if you go there?
Mars?
Yeah.
Well, will there be enough information as to what it would be like to live there?
Mm-hmm.
That's a very risky thing to do.
Yeah.
Mostly you will be dying within 1 week or 1 or 2 days. Maybe you may not be reaching there on the
You know,
way itself. You can.
imagine, and everything is set for human life in Mars, as they say that in 20 years it will be available, or 50 year available for human being to go and live in Mars. I don't know how
Okay.
why would we go and live in Mars, because everything is set here.
Okay,
We
would
have
there be
everything here.
intelligent life forms on Mars? We don't. Well,
Mhm.
We'll try to
hmm.
go there and set up a human civilization there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Maybe
So,
that we
so
can try that.
you are with a group of people, small group of people, and try to survive. There is no shopping center, no, I don't know,
We
any
have to do
airplane,
farming
What would be the
do
purpose of
farming.
going there? Do I get paid for research or something like that, or just to go and live there?
to live
Yeah,
there, right?
just go and live there. As the science says that it will be available for the human being to go and live on Mars in, I don't know, 50 years, or
Will it be completely? Oh, the first person you say.
yeah.
Um, is there the possibility of me going out there, going back, then coming back to get
No,
some
no,
supplies and things and build a new, make it more.
yeah. Everything, the house and everything is set, and you're just with a group of people who have to live for your life, for the rest of your life there.
Hmm. I don't know. That's tricky because I don't know what would be there really. You mean like there'd be shops and all kinds of cool things there at the time?
Yeah, maybe.
Hmm.
I myself
But more
sometimes think,
advanced.
mm, yeah, think why they spend those huge amount of money going and make Mars lifeable place, and what is the point of that, where we have Earth and everything is set for our life, and it's so crazy.
No, in that case, I probably wouldn't go then. I'd be
Okay,
like,
good.
no, it's too much for me.
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe
same
the
for me.
spacecraft would be exciting, but that's about it.
Yeah, yeah, spacecraft. Yeah, that's exciting. Yeah.
3, 2, 1, lift off! Woo! Can I go back home now?
No.
Jeremy's trying to come back in and he can't find it. Invite people. Well, I've already done it. You said you can't find the room now. How do I re-invite a friend once you've done it? Can you not do it? I'll copy the link. Can I do that and then message him the link? Sorry about
You
this. We're
can
changing sort of subject
press
here.
add a friend. There's an option, add a friend, in the middle.
Yeah, I did it, but because he's already been in the room,
Ah,
oh, that's not going to work, the link either. I copied the link and pasted it into his messages, but I don't know how I would get him to come back into the room. Now he said he can't find the room. Oh, Jeremy is here now. How did you find us, Jeremy? That was really good. I'm impressed. Okay, so were we moving on from that, or did everybody answer the Mars question?
hello, Jeremy.
Hello.
How do you do?
Good.
Okay. What would you do if you were in the jungle and what would you do like if you could only take 3 things with you into the jungle? What would you take? Hmm.
Take what would I take? Something to the end of the jungle.
Yeah. Say you knew you were going to the jungle, what would you take with you? Only 3 items.
Okay, one is if sleeping bag. It is
Yeah?
really very useful. If you don't have a sleeping bag, you can take a big plastic bags for, I don't know, for the beans they use for the rubbish bin. Those are is very light and easy to take. You can use it instead of uh sleeping bag, because I have experience of that. Um,
what would you take if what are the two other things you would take?
Water. Water is so
Yeah, I
important.
would totally take water.
Yeah. Uh, and
Last one.
bank for your phone.
You're in the Matrix,
You're in the
cartel.
matrix. What was the last one, Cartel?
Power bank. Power bank.
Oh, a power bank for your phone.
Yeah.
What do you do when the power bank runs out in your power bank, though?
That's a good one.
I didn't get that. Could you say that again?
What do you do when the power runs out in your power bank, though? You can't recharge it.
Oh, that would be. It means that I'm in a jungle for a week, and after a week without water and without anything, that would be so difficult to survive. Difficult
Yeah, but it might
situation.
be longer than a week, though. It could be like a year.
Wow. I wouldn't be alive then.
Yeah, because the plane. This reminds me of Lost, the TV show, but the plane just crashes and you're stuck in the jungle. But it's different here because you actually know what you can take. I would take. What about you? I won't go with me. Shirley and Jeremy, or Shirley, do you want to go first? What would you take to the jungle?
Out to the jungle. Ah, you.
You take me?
Yes.
Oh, thanks. That's so nice. What else would you take, Shirley?
Who else? I take Jeremy.
Oh, who?
Oh,
Oh, you take
there we
Jeremy?
go.
You're just taking people, you're not taking things.
No, I mean you in the jungle. I mean, like,
Yeah. What would you take? Did you think I said who would you take?
yeah.
No, I said what would you take?
Oh, what take? Oh, let's see, a compass.
Good to know though that you'd like to take me and Jeremy. That's nice.
Oh yeah.
A compass. What you call it? Those kind of knives they use out in the
Oh yeah,
jungle.
like yeah,
Yeah,
to chop
and a bottle of
bamboo.
water, a gallon of
Yeah.
water.
What about you, Jeremy?
A torch.
Yeah, good idea.
Bottle of
That
water.
bottle of water.
Hmm. I don't know the last one.
I know. What about a book or something? A book?
And a
Book?
book.
A book. I'd take a book or like a puzzle or some kind of non-electronic thing you could play with or read or something. Um, how am I going to survive in the jungle without music?
That's a good one.
I know. I'd have to sing your own songs, wouldn't you?
Oh, I do that all the time.
You'd have to sing Hakuna Matata just to keep your
Oh
spirits
no,
up.
that'll get stuck in my head now. Thank you,
Oh,
Emma.
it's the circle of life.
Oh no.
What else is the jungle songs? Welcome to the jungle.
Oh no. Oh.
What would I put? Water, obviously, a book, a book or a book. And one more thing.
Book.
Oh no, it's hard to think of the last one, isn't it?
That what happened to me too, Emma. I had to think of the last one too.
Yeah, probably something like a knife or something I could use for lighting a fire, like a lighter or something, and a
Yeah,
knife.
that
But
that
that's four
that's
things, so I can't
so
have four.
clever.
I
Yeah,
think I'd
that's
choose
really
a
clever.
lighter over a knife. I'm not sure. What about
That
you,
was the
Cartel?
light was yeah, that light idea was really clever. You need to have lighter, when it's when it's dark or when it's cold. It's really good.
Yeah, Jeremy said a torch, didn't you? But Jeremy, when your batteries run out, what are you going to do then?
Yeah. Oh,
You know what your third one should have been, Jeremy? A
what?
box full of batteries, like a huge
Oh,
box.
yeah, that works too.
And then your light would be. What about solar lights? You could take a solar light with you. That'd be a good idea.
I like
Um,
how you think, Emma.
yeah. What would you do if all your dreams could come true?
All my dreams.
Hmm.
So I would do the best thing, the best life.
Yeah, what would I do? If all my dreams could come true. What are my dreams? This is self-reflection, people. Self-reflection.
Oh, start to reflect on stuff.
Hmm.
If you can choose a time in the past, like 100 year ago, 1,000 year
Oh,
ago,
100 years
or
ago.
10,000 year ago, which one would you choose to go back and live
100 years ago or 1,000 years ago?
That's
I,
wild.
I mean, yeah, you have a time machine, and you can go
Go to any
use that.
era?
Yeah, era, yeah.
70s. I'd go to an ABBA concert.
70. Wow.
I got one.
Oh, what's
I
that?
got one, Emma.
Okay.
From
Speak.
2019.
2019.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! You mean before COVID, or was it a special time when you?
Before COVID.
Before COVID, yeah, I thought that's what you meant. What about you, Shirley? What era would you go to?
Era. Oh, back to the 80s.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah, back to the 80s.
Daisy.
Don't you want me, baby? Won't
Oh,
you want
no.
me? Oh, I love that
No.
song. Do 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 do
I'm gonna
do.
play that later on today when I'm done here.
Human League, I love it. Yeah, the 80s music. Yeah, I'd go back where the music was the best.
I don't
No,
like.
not
I
the
60s,
don't
music.
like
70s.
Not
today's.
the.
I don't like today's music.
I don't. I'm always going back to nostalgic music. Jazz. I love a bit of jazz. I'd go to a jazz concert when jazz was at the peak of its time.
Hmm.
Um, but that would be like the 50s, wouldn't it? Or would it? The 60s? 50s and 60s jazz?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would, yeah. Imagine what it was like hundred thousands of years. Ooh, I'd like to go to Egypt, wouldn't you?
Yeah, 100,000 year ago.
Like meet Tutankhamun. Like, I wonder what it was like back then. I'm fascinated with Egypt.
See the
Mm.
pyramid.
Yeah, I want to go see the pyramids. I'm gonna climb all the way to the top. I climbed a pyramid.
Oh
I-
no.
I'm so curious to know how did they build those pyramids and
I
other.
know. Some people think it was artificial intelligence to help them, but I don't know. I really don't know because I wasn't there, so I wouldn't have thought. I think it just did it lots of hard manual labor, but then that seems pretty. Who knows? I'm not one to say. I have no
why
idea
don't you? Why don't you look it up on YouTube?
because it's controversial. Some people believe that it was artificial intelligence that helped them. Others believe it was just really hard manual labor. I don't know what to think because I wasn't there at the time. I was
I
I was
wasn't there
non-existent.
either.
Weren't you,
I
Jeremy? You
I
told me
wasn't
you were
there.
there, you liar,
I
Jeremy.
wasn't there.
You told me you were. You said you met Cleopatra. Oh, I love history so much, don't you guys?
I'm really interested to go back to the time that languages like the English, for example, 200 year ago, or
Yeah.
300 or 500 year ago, people in the UK, how
Tudors? Sorry.
people, what was the English language like? What was it like? And how the people spoke 500
Yeah.
year ago, English or my own language, or these
Yeah.
languages that we can speak. It would be so funny for us to hear those languages.
Mm. What would you do if you were really rich and suddenly you had to become really poor? Like, like the prince and the pauper idea, like where he's a prince and then he becomes a pauper. Um,
Hmm.
how
I
do
have
you think
no
you would get
idea
used to living poor?
because I have never been that rich. I have never been rich at all to know how is it like. But I can say how is it like when you are very poor.
I don't think any of us here have been like royalty, have we?
No.
Jeremy,
No.
you told me you were king of the world. You
Oh yeah.
did. Remember,
I
you said
did.
I'm king of the world.
I did say that one time.
You did? I just made that up.
Oh, I
Um,
don't know
right,
now.
so we're getting a bit lost here, aren't we? What would you
I
do
know.
if you lived near a volcano and it erupted?
I know
I'd,
what I
pan-
would do, Emma.
I'd
I
panic
would.
like crazy. What would you
I
do?
would run.
I know I'd
Could you
run
say
like
that
hell.
again? What was the question?
What would you do if you lived near a volcano and it suddenly erupted and all this hot lava was flying out of it?
Wow. I would watch the volcano because I know that I'm going to die soon, so I'm trying to enjoy the watching that scene. Beautiful
Yeah.
volcano.
Look at all this bright orange hotness. Isn't it interesting? I don't
Yeah.
care that it's going to kill me. What about you, Shirley?
I'll run.
Yeah. It's difficult to say, but the obvious answer would be just run like hell and panic like crazy, like run around, your hands in the
I'll
air.
run. I'll
Yeah,
run.
I would. I'd run and
I'll get
scream.
out of there and go home.
Yeah. What would you do if you were in a tornado? Have you seen that film Twister?
Oh!
Oh my goodness. You were like, we'd think of a situation. What would you do if you were stuck in a tornado and only three of you could get into the car to get away? Or two. Can anybody think of a situation where you would have to sort of choose if you were stuck in a tornado? Like, um, it's kind of like the Titanic, isn't it? Where they had to choose how many people went in the boats or could stay.
Excuse me,
Whose
I
phone
need
is
to
that?
leave.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
I
fine,
gotta
Taj.
go.
Don't
It was
worry.
so nice and funny talking to you.
Yeah,
Take
been
care. Bye
great.
bye.
Bye. We're welcome anytime.
Yeah.
Bye.
I'm still staying for a bit.
Yeah, you are,
Um,
Jeremy, because you think it's
mm.
fabulous here.
I
Just
like
kidding.
it.
Yeah,
It's so
it's been good,
funny.
hasn't it? We've had some more people today, haven't we?
Yeah. We had,
Probably because it's the weekend, you'd have more people come and join us.
mm.
Um, any of you, Shirley, can you think of any questions that we could ask?
Emma,
Oh,
I
Yeah?
got something to
let's
say to you
see.
about the tornado.
Oh, the tornado one,
Oh,
yeah. Have you got one?
I was in. I
Yeah, I
was.
have
I was.
one. Oh,
I was on vacation in Nashville one day,
Were
one
you?
year, and then I got woken up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
A tornado?
A tornado warning.
Oh
Ran into ran into the lobby.
my
I
god.
was
How did you,
I was kicking shit.
what happened though? Where did you go?
The hotel we stayed at didn't have a basement, so we had to stay in the lobby.
Did you survive, Jeremy?
We survived, but
Really?
I didn't like it though. It
You
was
survived?
scary for me.
So you mean you're not a ghost? You told me this time, all this time I thought you were a ghost, Jeremy.
No,
Wow.
I was so scared.
I would have been terrified. I can't even imagine what that must be like.
The
I'm glad we
alarm
don't have to.
sirens. The alarm sirens went off every hour. Or
Help! Shirley, what would you do? Shirley, do you have any other questions
Hmm.
we could ask?
Yeah. If you had $1 million and you only had 24 hours to spend it, what would you buy?
Ooh, that's a good one.
oh,
I'd give some stuff to charity, maybe. Like kids' charities, like cancer, things like that. I'd give probably 30%, 35% of it. Oh, that's difficult because then um I'd go on. That's tricky because there's so many places that I want to visit. I'd go and see the seven wonders of the world, but it would be in one day, so how could you do that? Oh no. I'd probably just go to I'd go on safari probably and stay in a really nice hotel. I'd go and see all the animals, that
Yeah,
kind of
me
thing.
too. Yeah, the same.
You would? What
Hmm.
about you, Jeremy? What would you do? Where would you go? What would you spend the money on? Or you could give it to
chocolate.
family. What, sorry?
Chocolate.
You would buy chocolate. How are you
yes.
going to eat it all in one day? Oh
I
no,
don't
you'd save it,
know.
wouldn't you?
I'll save it.
What? How big of a fridge do you have, Jeremy?
A little tiny fridge.
Well, what if all the chocolate melts? Are you just going to make chocolate sauce?
oh yeah.
Yeah, river of chocolate. Like just pour it all into a bath and have a
Yeah.
chocolate bath. Jeremy, your
Chocolate
idea was
bath.
really good. Marshmallow bath, and just sit there in the chocolate and help yourself to marshmallows while you're having a chocolate bath. That
Eat
sounds
while I'm
great.
taking a wash.
Oh, I'd go camping. I'd go on a camping trip, and there's so many things you could do with that, Shirley. But
Hmm.
one day is not enough, really. But it was a good question. What would you do? What kind of restaurant? What would you do if someone told you that you could open up any restaurant you wanted? What restaurant would it be?
I'll go.
Let's see.
Italian, I think, and I'd learn how to spin pizzas
Ooh.
and I'd become a champion at it.
I got one, Emma.
Okay,
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. You'd open a Taco Bell,
Yeah.
but
I
Jeremy,
like
there's just
Nick.
one problem. There's already a Taco Bell. You'd have to call it something
Not
else.
where I live.
Okay, so you'd open your own Taco Bell.
yeah.
Why don't you call it something else, like Jeremy's Taco?
I like that.
What
Or
could you
son.
call your taco place? Jeremy's Taco.
Taco. I'm trying to think.
Taco Tastic, something like that.
Or Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic tacos, as in fantastic or
I like
yeah.
fantastic tacos.
Or
Some.
terrible tacos. Terrible
No!
tacos served by
Not terrible
Jeremy.
tacos!
Come in if you want to get poisoned.
no!
Yeah, yeah, you'd make loads of money. Just think about the money if we. Yeah, let's go to Jeremy's terrible tacos and let's go and vomit. We like to do this every Saturday night. We just go to terrible tacos and throw up. It's fun. It's really fun. What about you, Shirley? I
Oh,
said Italian, and I'd call it. What'd I call it? Bella Fantastico Emma.
well, I'll open up a family style restaurant,
A
and we'll
what
serve a
style?
variety of food. Yeah,
what is
family
that?
style restaurant.
Home? What
Well,
style?
family style restaurant. What
Family?
is like, yeah, it's like, you know, you have these big
Traditional?
tables. Yeah. Well, no, not
Traditional?
traditional. Non
Any kind of
traditional.
food? Any genre of any type of food?
Variety of food. Yes. Yes.
Ooh, that's a good idea. A family restaurant, eat any type of food you like. We have Italian, Indian, American, Chinese, what are the
Hmm.
rest of them? Mexican. Come and eat it
British.
all.
Yeah.
That's a good
You'll be
idea.
sitting. You'll be
We
sitting
got
at
all
a round table
skills.
with food like on a tray, so you guys can pick it off what you want.
Yeah, you
It's
can
like a
have. I'll have an
yeah.
Italian starter. I'll have an American burger, and I'll have what dessert could you have? I'll have a Chinese dessert. But what do Chinese people have for dessert and things and like that kind of thing, you know what I mean? Mix it up. Mix it up.
Hmm.
A really good
Chocolate.
idea that, Shirley.
Chocolate cake.
Jeremy, you'd open a chocolate cake restaurant. Come in. All we serve is chocolate. Could you imagine having a chocolate restaurant? Come on in. All we serve here
I like
is
that
chocolate.
one.
You like that? A
Yeah,
chocolate with a chocolate fountain?
yeah. Chocolate
All we have
fountain.
here is chocolate. Chocolate fountains, chocolate sauce, chocolate ice cream, chocolate cake. Just come and lay in all the chocolate. We're gonna have
Chocolate pudding.
chocolate spa, chocolate bath, chocolate chocolate massage, chocolate
Chocolate milk.
chocolate milk,
Ah,
chocolate
yeah.
cheesecake, chocolate, 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 chocolate,
Lot of
chocolate.
chocolate.
That's a good idea, that. Coming back to our family owned chocolate restaurant. Chocolate, don't. Oh no, what are you doing to me? I'm getting hungry now.
Me too. And I just had my snack.
If you're going to have
I
your snack, I know
I
what it
already had my
is.
snack today.
Yeah, but I know what it is, Jeremy. Chocolate
What?
cookies.
How did you guess?
Are you being serious? Did I guess right?
It was chocolate cookies.
Wow. How good am I? You didn't even tell me I'm psychic. And it's not because you only told me the other day that you have cookies as a snack. It's because I have magic mind reading powers. I'm psychic.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Okay, so that was that question. What else should we ask? You can only serve. Hmm. You can only serve one drink in your restaurant. What would you do? What would you sell?
I'll go
Margarita.
first. I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay.
Soda.
Chocolate soda, diet
Yeah.
like Coke or
Coke.
Pepsi or Coke.
Pepsi.
Woo! You're a Pepsi person. Me too. What about you, Shelley? You a Pepsi person or Coca-Cola?
A little bit of both. Well, actually, you know what? Dr. Pepper.
Ooh, Dr.
Mm.
Pepper.
Mm.
That wasn't a choice, but good one.
That
Um,
wasn't a choice. But that.
uh, what about you, Shirley? What would you serve if it can be alcoholic, non-alcoholic, anything you like?
Margarita.
Okay, so only everybody can only drink margaritas. That's not a bad idea. Um, mine would be, I was gonna say coffee, but then everybody would be mega hyper in the restaurant, wouldn't they? Could you imagine?
They'll be going off the walls.
Yeah, come into
Everybody will
our
be going off the
restaurant.
walls.
Do you know what? I think it's so funny. I'm gonna do it. I can only serve espresso, like extra strong, and the strongest there is, and that's all they're allowed to drink.
Mm.
And everyone's just mega hyper.
I don't
Yeah.
think anybody needs to shut their eyes.
Or
Espresso is
tequila.
strong.
What if you can only
Yeah.
sell tequila like morning, afternoon, and evening? Sorry, guys, all we've got is tequila, so don't start with your food.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
There's only
Enjoy it.
tequila in here.
Did you
There's
have a
only
good time?
tequila.
Yeah. Did you
There's
enjoy your
only
meal,
tequila in
guys?
this restaurant.
Did you enjoy your meal, guys? Where am I again? Oh, I mean, is this France? Where am I? Where's the pizza? Oh, I'm so
Where's the
drunk.
pizza?
That would be funny. I love tequila. It's hilarious. Ah, if you could only watch one movie for the rest of your life, what would it? What would you do? What would it be?
I would say Roman Holiday.
Yeah, that's a good film. That I'd probably say Home Alone too because I could just watch that all day, every day. I just love it. How about you, Jeremy?
Elf. I
What?
gotta say Elf.
Elf? Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah.
I love that. Santa!
Mm,
Santa's here. Yeah, I love that bit. I
yeah.
can't do the screaming quite like him though, can I?
No. How many how many minutes have we been in
I'm
here?
singing, I'm singing, I'm in, what does he do again? I'm in a store and I'm singing.
Emma, how many minutes are we in this? Well, how
What?
many minutes?
How
I
many
think
minutes
we
is,
I think we going way over again.
what I've
Like
gone over
last
in time?
time.
Do you think
I think I
have
think
I
we
been,
went over in time again.
do you think I've been here for like an hour or longer? I don't know. I'm just enjoying it. I'm just lost in the moment.
Me
I,
too.
I guess that I can ask one more question and then we can go
Oh,
if you
okay.
like.
We could do one more question.
Okay, so what would you do if trying to think of situations, like really good ones. What would you do if oh, I don't know. Like remember that Kill Bill situation where she's stuck under the ground in the box? What would you do then? I would freak the heck out. I wouldn't know what to do.
I know what I'll do. I'll run.
What? You'd run
I'll
out of a
run.
box?
I'll run
You
with the
can't run if
box.
you're stuck underground. If you're buried underground in a box, how can you run away?
Dig up the ground.
Yeah, but she had to
And
bash her way out with her bare hands. Have you seen it, Shirley?
good
Yes.
point. Good
I'd
point.
probably do the same thing as her, although I wouldn't be strong enough. I'd probably give up and then die, maybe,
Huh.
because my hands would bleed really badly. But then
Yeah.
again, in that situation, I probably would do the same as her because it's a survival thing. You either live or die. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to think of really, really one last fun one, but I'm trying to think.
Hmm.
Something really fun and exotic, and what would you do if? Oh, what would you do if you were stuck on Mount Everest, like in the icy situation in the snow? What would you do?
Make it at home.
You try and
I
make it
mean,
home?
Early.
I'd probably go
yeah.
skiing. I'd go
You know it's
skiing and
stuck on the
snowboarding.
mountain.
Ah.
It's, it's stuck on the mountain.
Yeah, you were just stuck like not actually on the mountain, but in the mountainous area where you could go skiing and snowboarding, and everybody else just vanished. I'd perfect my snowboarding skills that I don't currently have. Start them up, go skiing, throw
I know what I'm
snowballs.
gonna do.
What?
I'm gonna call the fire brigades.
You'd call a fire brigade?
Yeah. Yeah.
What? In the snow?
That's what
What would
I'll
you set on
do.
fire?
That's what I'll do to
You
get
call a fire
rescue.
brigade in the snow? Are you kidding me? Are you stuck up a tree? Would you be stuck up a tree?
Maybe stuck up in the tree and then get the fire brigade to get me out.
I'd go on the what do you call them, the chairlifts, and just take a ride round and round. What would
Yeah.
you do, Shirley? Would you do winter sports?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
that's really cool. It's been so much fun today. I've really enjoyed it, guys. Really fun.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of some more questions. I don't know whether to make this a regular room or whether it'll just be a random occasion, but I thought it was pretty fun. Did you guys like it?
I
Yeah.
liked
It
it.
was fun.
Cool.
It
So
was
you
fun for
so
me.
everybody wishing you a lovely weekend. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. What time is it where you guys are? It's 8 minutes past 8 at night here now.
Oh,
It's
okay. It's afternoon here.
In the
It's
UK,
afternoon.
it's afternoon.
Um,
Oh,
yes.
really? Are you 8 hours behind, Shirley?
Yes, we are. Yeah.
Where are you currently?
Me, I'm in Chicago.
Chicago. Where are you, Jeremy? Again, Ontario,
yeah. And
Canada. But what time?
it's 3:08. I'm
Yeah,
5 hours behind you.
yeah. And Shirley's 3 hours behind you. So
Yeah.
Shirley will be about to go and get her lunch. Jeremy will be about to go and get his
Dinner soon.
dinner, and I'll be about ready to prepare myself for bed, which I probably won't be going till about like
How
another
about
4 hours or
huh,
5. Jeremy,
how about your tea?
I'm gonna brush my teeth. Yeah, that's for sure. Tea? Did you say my teeth or my
Yeah.
tea?
Tea.
Oh, my tea, as in
Yeah.
food. Yeah, we call it tea here, not dinner.
Yeah.
So for me, it's breakfast, lunch, and tea, or breakfast, dinner, and tea, which is really weird.
Yeah.
But we're all
yeah.
different from different places, or we just call it food time for every meal time instead.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
time it's meal time, guys. Just kidding, we don't really. All right then. Thank you so much,
Okay.
Shirley and Jeremy, and to
You're
all the
welcome,
people
Emma.
who were in the room. It's been really lovely talking to you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm sad to
Me
go
too.
because I've enjoyed it so much, but anyway, lots of love to you both. Have a fab weekend.
Bye-bye,
You
guys.
too. Bye,
Bye.
Jeremy.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye,
Bye.
Shirley.
Bye,
Bye
Shirley.
bye,
Bye,
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.